Hello, welcome to Algebra 2 Pre-AP. We're talking about the practice quiz. This is a video to help explain. Hopefully you've read this fine print that's here. If you need to, you can pause the video and reread it. So let's go ahead and start the new attempt. Again, that fine print was basically saying this isn't for a grade, but you do need to practice because look at that. What's going on here? So now hopefully you've already watched the video and understand how to use synthetic division and how to put it in this format. That's basically all these blanks are asking for you to do. So it says use synthetic division to determine x plus 4 is a factor of this. So I've already worked this on a piece of paper, which is what I recommend, is to write this on a piece of paper and then go up here and just move things around. So the number that goes here is always the opposite of this number you see here. So it should be minus 4. Okay, and then I'm just taking the coefficients here. Now notice it stops at x. So I also have an extra blank here. There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then there's an extra blank. Well, there should be something there. So that should be a 0. Okay, just pointing that out. So the coefficients, looks like I have 1, and then negative 1. Here it is. And then negative 20 here. And you notice it is in numerical order. So least value negative to the most value negative. Okay, and then again, I'm looking at my sheet of paper, or if you were to solve it on here directly, so you drop down the 1. Negative 4 times negative, or times 1 is negative 4. Negative 1 and negative 4 is negative 5. And then negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20. And then negative 20 and 20 is 0. That's my 0. Okay, and then negative 4 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. So, and then I'm asking the final question, is the binomial provided a factor? So is x plus 4 a factor of that polynomial? And the answer is yes, because I have a remainder of 0. So that's that question, and then we only have 2 questions here. So let's look at a different one. It says find the factors, and then one of the factors is provided. So this is one of your factors. So I'm putting not a positive 1 there, but a negative 1. And again, I've already worked this on paper. So that kind of makes us go a little faster if you've done that. Or if you can pause and work it on paper. Negative 4. And then we have positive 4. Oof. Okay, and then we have negative, so 3 drops down, we have 3. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. So here we go. Negative 5 and negative 3 add together to be negative 8. Negative 8 and positive 1 multiplied to be positive 8. Oof. Positive 8 and negative 4 add together to be positive 4. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. Negative 4 and 4 is 0. Okay, it did say it is a factor, so hey, you should be getting a 0 here. That's good. Now notice this is your 3x squared minus 8x plus 4. So then you have to factor from here. And what I'm asking you to do down here is the factors are, and notice I have parenthesis x plus a number, parenthesis x plus something. So you're putting numbers here. Now notice I said plus every single time, but if it's a negative or if it's a minus, then be sure you put in a negative of that. So for example, let's start with what our actual factor was, which was x plus 1. So I'm going to do x plus, and I'm going to put in 1, x plus 1. That was one of our factors. Please start with the original given factor, because it takes a lot to do different versions. So start with that, otherwise it's going to be marked wrong, okay? And then you have x plus, and then the number that goes here, if I can find it, since it is minus 2, it's an x minus 2, so I have a minus 2 right here, okay? So x really is x minus 2 is what's happening. And then notice I have a blank before the X. It's a parenthesis and then a blank and then an X. And that means that there's a number that goes here because it is 3X and then minus 2 is what the factor form would be. So make sure you show that. Make sure you put the number in that blank. So the 3X and the minus 2 should be going together like you see there. So if I were to, I'm going to annotate so you can kind of see what that looks like on your paper. So on your paper, you would be seeing this is what the answer would look like. X minus 2, and I am writing with my mouse, so bear with me, please. 3X minus 2. Okay, so do you notice how that number, that coefficient right there is the same? Okay. If you're still confused, please email me and I can maybe make another video and try to explain further. Hope you have a great day and enjoy the video.